Enforcers have left the friendly confines of Soldier Field to venture to the Liberty Bowl, where tonight the Chicago Enforcers meet the Memphis Maniax in a must-win for both teams here in the XFL. Hi, everybody. I'm Jim Ross, and thank you very much for being with us here on NBC, here in the Liberty Bowl. And it is certainly a pleasure to welcome to the broadcast booth the greatest middle linebacker to ever play pro football, for my money, Dick Butkus. And Dick, certainly a must-win situation for both these teams here tonight.
Well, you're right, JR. Memphis at 2-3, they're only one game out, and Chicago, even though they've got 4 losses, if they can win tonight, they'll be right back into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, certainly our standings here in the XFL bear what we're saying as far as a must-win situation here. In the Eastern Division, Chicago at 1-4, only one game behind Birmingham, fighting for one or two places in the East in the playoffs. And looking in the West, as far as Memphis is concerned, they're looking for their first home victory here tonight. But Memphis is only one game behind 3 teams in the West. Now, looking at the action this weekend, certainly down in Orlando, a huge game with Las Vegas visiting the undefeated Rage. And tomorrow, New York travels to San Francisco, and the Extreme will go to Alabama to take on the Birmingham Bolts. And, Dick, this ball game tonight with a new quarterback for Chicago, a kid out of Notre Dame, the XFL player of the week last week as Chicago makes their way onto the field. This game for Chicago offensively really rests on the arm and leg of Kevin McDougal.
Well, you're right, JR. Last week he was 17 for 22 passes for 169 yards. What was really impressive, he had 280-yard scoring drives. And if they have any chance tonight, they've got to do that tonight.
And McDougal, the XFL Player of the Week last week for his efforts. And another man that we're going to be looking at a lot tonight is number 20, John Avery. John Avery is the starting running back for Chicago, one of the most exciting players in the XFL.
Well, the second leading rusher in the league behind Salam, but he's dangerous anytime he gets the ball. And talking to Coach Meyer, they're going to try to get him the ball either on short passes and, of course, the runs. He's a very exciting player and a tough little guy.
Dick, the teams this week, Memphis and Chicago, orchestrated a trade. Chicago received Craig Wheelahan, a quarterback, and Memphis starting tonight for them will be Ike Davis, number 69, in the offensive line.
Well, it's kind of unusual. You trade a quarterback for a lineman, but I think because Isaac Davis is such a big guy and the offensive line of the Maniacs are all big,
huge, and
what they do is open up some nice holes for Salam. So I think that was the reason of the trade.
Ike Davis will be starting tonight, number 69, 320-pounder out of Arkansas, and he'll be blocking for a man that is no stranger to our fans in Chicago. He wears number 31 from Memphis, former Heisman Trophy winner from Colorado, and number 1 draft pick of the Bears, Rashawn Salam.
Right, he's had a heck of a year so far. You know, he's the number 1 draft choice. He had some knee problems. It looks like he's healed that knee problem, and he's running like crazy because he is the number 1 rusher.
And quarterbacking Memphis tonight, a big, strong young man from Virginia Tech, Jim Druckenmiller, 6'5", about 240 pounds.
I don't want to be a broken record, but, you know, another number 1 draft choice who can throw the ball 70 yards. Now, what we got to see is if he can throw the intermediate passes for completion. Tough kid, too.
Memphis about to take the field here momentarily, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Liberty Bowl. And again, because of the short season, it is a situation where both these teams still have the opportunity to get into playoffs. Here comes the Maniacs now. Just under 20,000 fans expected here tonight on a beautiful night in Memphis. Great night for football, Dick.
Well, they can't complain about the weather tonight. It's a nice night. And it's too bad, but Memphis hasn't won at home, so this is going to be a big game for them.
Absolutely. The starting quarterback tonight again for Chicago is Kevin McDougal out of Notre Dame. He's standing by with our own Jonathan Coachman.
Well, Kevin McDougal, last week you got thrown into the fire. Huge win in your first start, but this is your first big road test. Any butterflies?
Not really. You know, I have a lot of good teammates here. They have a lot of talent, so I'm just going to get the ball to the receivers and let them do their thing.
Now, there's a guy on the other sideline, Shante Carver. He's already put out 2 quarterbacks this year in only 5 weeks. What do you think about facing him tonight?
It's going to be tough. I have all the confidence in my offensive line, and those guys have been playing good all year, so hopefully they can keep him off me.
That's always the goal, no doubt about it. Shante Carver will be wearing number 78 for Memphis tonight. He is an awesome player, and as Coach said, 2 quarterbacks have gone down at the hands of Shante Carver already this season.
Well, Shante has been a real nemesis for all the quarterbacks in this league. And the interesting thing is the game last week, and we'll see it here. Clement of Vegas, he did not return after that hit. But this one here, this was the big hit of the night. Incidentally, that was a touchdown pass, and I think I'm correct in saying that Jeff Fromm is going to be able to play tonight down there in Orlando.
Yeah, Clement is also supposed to start down there tonight. Clement's shoulder separated by Shante Carver. The knockout hit by Carver on Brom, and as Dick said, both Carver and Clement are scheduled to start tonight in the big ball game down in Orlando. Shante Carver is now standing by, we understand, with Jonathan Coachman.
Well, Shante, you've been arguably the premier defensive player in the league so far. You've knocked out 2 quarterbacks already. What are your plans for the youngster McDougal tonight?
Just going to go out there and play football. That's what I've been doing all year. Defensively, we're trying to get after them up front. I'm just taking it the same. I'm going out there for a battle. It's war, and let's play some football.
With McDougal so young, are you going to try to intimidate him verbally early on?
That's not part of my game. I just go out there and play. It's no big deal. It's another quarterback. We got to get pressure on them, and, it's football.
Shante Carver, a former #1 draft pick, be wearing number 78 tonight. And, Dick, the coin toss has been eliminated here in the XFL. It's a version of a human coin toss.
That's it. We're going to have a scramble here.
Coach is going to go down and preside over the scramble for the football here. Neither team has had a great deal of success in the scramble this year. Back down to Coach.
All right, now it's time for the scramble for the ball, so Memphis, get on your feet. For Chicago, number 21, Troy Saunders. And for Memphis, number 20, Raphael Cooper. Sir, it's all yours.
Gentlemen, put your helmets on, please. Right where you're at. Down on the 3-point. I'll say ready and the whistle. Just 1 arm's length from me, please. Ready?
And there is the scramble. And Memphis, Raphael Cooper winning the scramble for Memphis. And that's going to give Memphis the opportunity to kick, receive, defend the goal of their choice, or defer, Dick.
You know what I'm going to think of? I've got an idea about that scramble. Let's make it worth more than just the opening kickoff. What do you think of
more money?
No, I'm going to run this by you. What if the winner of the scramble gets the ball like on the 50-yard line?
That's not bad.
Now we'll see them guys go after it.
Now you're playing cards. Kibby Brown certainly has paid his dues in professional football. Offensive coordinator with the Miami Dolphins, where he coached John Avery. He'll be playing for Chicago tonight. Of course, Chicago's coach is the venerable veteran Ron Meyer, who certainly gained fame in coaching at SMU. He had Eric Dickerson and Craig James there.
Yep.
Coached around Indianapolis and New England as well.
Kick off right. Over the top. Let's get it. Hit the ball. Get the ball. 1, 2, 3. Get the ball. 1, 2, 3. Get the ball.
Wow, that's the most animated I've seen Russ in a while.
Ron Meyer. Certainly Russ Meyer. I think he was a director of some sort of... Never mind.
Could have been.
Andy Cross is going to kick off for Chicago. Ron Meyer. Raphael Cooper back deep to receive. Ron Meyer. Pretty simple instructions.
All right, now you don't have to keep repeating it. All right, I made a mistake.
No, he just said hit him in the mouth. That's pretty straightforward. Even an old Oklahoman like me can understand that.
Well, this ought to be an interesting game, really. You got the 2 leading rushers. It's going to be something.
Memphis will get the football first. It'll be Andy Crosland kicking off for Chicago. Crosland out of Miami, Florida. And the ball taken at the 6-yard line and returned to the 25-yard line. Raphael Cooper returning the ball to the 25. Chicago's ball, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go, fella. Here we go now.
So Jim Druckenmiller, the quarterback, behind a huge offensive line. Druckenmiller has Rashawn Salon, number 31, working behind him.
10-50. Set. Blue 80. Blue 80.
Here comes Salon, number 31. Find that big offensive line. Found some room. First down for Memphis, running right up the guts.
That's their play. I formation. He has that lead blocker, and with a big offensive line, I mean, as a linebacker, it's tough to see Salam because these guys are so big in front of him, and he's good at picking a hole, weaving in. But also on defense, we can't have the enforcers missing tackles or arm tackling.
Mike's 50.
Patrick and Baisley made the last tackle. First and 10, Chicago, or Memphis.
Green 80.
Druckenmiller back to throw. Got time. Pass intended for number 84, the big tight end, Mark Thomas, out of North Carolina State.
Get your head around. Get your head around.
See, there's that intermediate pass I was talking about.
Let's go.
Mark Thomas, he was open. Jim threw it behind him.
Roosevelt Potts, the fullback for Memphis. In most formations, not in this one, but Potts, huge blocker for Salam.
Say blue 80. Blue 80.
Salam right up the guts, and Hubert Thompson makes the tackle, assisted by Finks.
Good job. Way to help me out.
You know what, JR? I wonder how much information. Who gave the most information? Isaac Davis about the enforcers, or Wheelhand with the Memphis?
You know, in all due respect to the offensive lineman, I got a feeling it might be the quarterback.
Stop it.
Mike's 53.
Third down 7 for the Maniacs. First drive of the football game here in the Liberty Bowl in Memphis.
Set. Blue 80. Blue 80.
Motion by the Maniacs. Druckenmiller back to throw. There's that short pass. Pass is complete to Keith Crawford. And Crawford tackled by Aaron Humphreys and Kerry Cooks. Humphreys out of Texas. Kerry Cooks out of Iowa. Crawford, a big receiver, the biggest receiver on Memphis, 6'2", 195.
Pass 56, 989. Check flat. I'm on. Ready, quick. Yeah.
Druckenmiller, 6 feet.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
236. Strong arm, as Dick Buckus alluded to earlier, and there's our first stoppage in play. And the timeout.
Chicago. That's their
timeout, Chicago. So the enforcers call the first timeout, and we'll be back momentarily in the Liberty Bowl.
I know, but he wasn't really open that.
We are back live in Memphis. Here at NBC, Jim Ross and Dick Buckus with you here in the Liberty Bowl. Just getting underway here, and something's got to give here, Dick. Chicago has not won on the road. Memphis has not won at home.
Well, you know, those games on the road for Chicago is tough. They were away from home for 3 weeks in a row.
Druckenmiller looking to throw deep. Got a man. Good arm. Completion inside the 10-yard line.
Oh, it just seems like it was a matter of time. You're going to let the big one fly.
Charles Jordan with a big gain from the big arm of Jim Druckenmiller. Jason Bray on the coverage. Bray 5'9". Did not match up well on that exchange. Big arm by Druckenmiller.
Nice play. You know what they did? You see, they ran it off that I formation, play action, and Jordan, who's probably the fastest guy in the field, comes down with the catch.
First and goal for Memphis to the 8-yard line. Here comes Salam. Salam right up the middle and hammered by the middle linebacker, Aaron Humphreys, the former Texas Longhorn, makes the stop for Chicago. He doesn't wear number 51, but he is a tough competitor at middle linebacker.
Well, they got a couple good linebackers over there. 53, Baisley, and Humphrey is really coming on.
Memphis has had problems in the red zone this season. Let's see if Druckenmiller can lead the Maniacs into the promised land with a second down and goal inside the 5. Rashawn Salam. Nothing fancy. Salam down near the goal line.
No signal.
But he's not down enough.
Third down and goal, it looks like. Aaron Humphreys again on the tackle. There's Ron Meyer. Boy, a big offensive line of Memphis. Averaging well over 300 pounds per man.
Let's go. Let's go. You report. So I left. Jim right. ISO right. On one. Ready?
That play right behind newly acquired Ike Davis, the 320-pounder, number 69.
6'2".
Out of Arkansas. Acquired in trade from Chicago this week. Third down play. Salam looking for the end zone and finds it.
Yep.
Right behind Ike Davis and Harry Boatswain. Memphis with a drive of 75 yards in 4.5 minutes.
You know, they have their trouble scoring in the fourth period, in the second half, really. But they get this jump. It's going to be tough for Chicago. So, and here's the all-important point. Now, I say all-important in jest, but this one point sometimes comes in handy.
No extra points are kicked in the XFL, as our fans know. Ball snap from the 2-yard line.
Blue 80. Blue 80.
Druckenmiller play action. And pass is broken up by Jamie Baisley, number 53. So Memphis scores first on the 1-yard run by Rashawn Salam, capping a 75-yard drive. And folks, with a timeout, the U.S. Army presents Victories in Life. Tonight we look at Las Vegas Outlaws running back Rod Smart, who grew up in the projects and changed his life through education in football. Rod Smart, a great example of the U.S. Army's victories in life. We are back live in the Liberty Bowl in Memphis, Tennessee. That's a look at Rashawn Salam. 5 carries for 21 yards in that first drive and the touchdown. And it's going to be Jeff Hall kicking off. Deep to receive for Chicago is Corey Ivy, number 24, starting DB out of Oklahoma. Ivy fields the ball at the 4-yard line, up to the 23, where he's brought down. And we'll take another look at the touchdown.
We'll see right here, JR, see the right tackle? There's no one across from him. And that's what we call the bubble side. And plus you got Roosevelt Potts, the 250-pound fullback leading your way. Big offensive line.
Right behind the newly acquired Ike Davis, 320. And Harry Boatswain, that fullback, you were kind to him. He's 270. And Kevin McDougal, number 15, starting at quarterback tonight for Chicago. John Avery. Play fake to Avery. McDougal looking to throw. Looking to go deep. First play. Complete.
Hey.
Big play, but to Junior Lord. Rico Clark on the coverage, but Junior Lord.
What the heck is going on? His longest pass last week was 23 yards. Pretty good pass protection. Throws it up. Unbelievable.
Great play by Junior Lord, 6'1", 197, out of Guilford College. And McDougal showing us that he does have a great arm.
54, boy!
McDougal, a former starter at Notre Dame.
Black 22!
Had his first start last week.
22.
Avery, the I-back. And another pass complete. Again, the quick out to Junior Lord. Corey Sawyer out of Florida State on the coverage.
So, well, you know, Memphis's defense got to be thinking, let's put up, almost 8 guys in what they called, the famous box to stop the run with Avery. But here's the enforcers open up with a long pass, then a short out.
Let's go.
Now we see what the heck they're going to do.
Second down 5 for Chicago. Ball at the 30-yard line of Memphis. Quick pitch to Avery. Avery doesn't need much room. Avery at the 10. John Avery at the 5. John Avery, touchdown.
There's
Chicago.
Well,
John Avery is not quick. He is sudden.
Well, that's John's, number 3, his third rushing touchdown. I tell you what, that guy's something. I don't know. He's like a jitterbug. They spread out the defense, and just gave him a toss. And offensive line guys did a pretty good job.
John Avery didn't need much room. It'll take a little quick toss.
See what I mean? And nice little hole there, but here's the skill, man.
Great cutback.
Knowing when to cut back. All right. Well,
John Avery responds, and now the extra point attempt. Chicago stamping the ball at the 2-yard line. Willie Tate in motion. McDougall back to throw. Got a man.
Well, that all important extra point. See what I mean?
The point is good. 7:59 to go on the first period. Chicago versus 7. The Memphis Maniax.
So Chicago now with the successful extra point conversion has gained the lead here on John Avery's 30-yard touchdown run. We'll be right back with Chicago leading by 1. We are back live in Memphis where Chicago has just regained the lead. 7-6, or gained the lead, I should say. Chicago leading the Maniacs here in Memphis 7-6. Andy Cross, the number 4, about to kick off. Raphael Cooper, number 20. Deep to receive, along with number 27, Kevin Cobb, number 25. Ball's in the end zone, got to be returned. Cooper trying to turn the corner. A whole lot of east and west running for Raphael Cooper.
If there's any guys react to adversity, 3 plays, not too bad.
Well, that's pretty good, but we've got a long ways to go. That's a great team over there, so they score pretty quick, so we just got to keep answering them every time they score.
A calm, collected young man, a golden domer, Dick.
Yep, pretty classy guy, a good character guy. What you really want in a leader as a quarterback.
Big backfield for Memphis is in. Fox, 270-pound fullback. Lined up in front of Rashawn Salon, number 31. Jim Druckenmiller, the quarterback. First and 10, Memphis. Ball at the 9-yard line. Salon. Right at the guts. Being introduced up to number 50 again, Aaron Humphreys.
It's all over. When you listen to Druckenmiller, when he gets to the line of scrimmage, he'll call out either 50 or 53, which is strong side. That must be a key for his linemen to let maybe Rashawn know that, he's going to bust it the opposite way of maybe 50. See, right here he yells 50-50.
Second down and 8. Maniacs ball on their own 11-yard line. Play action, Druckenmiller looking to throw. The short pass is broken up by Jamie Baisley, number 53.
I think someone got their hand on that. I don't think they'd have a number 1 draft choice throwing a pass end over end. Otherwise, we'd be in there.
Well, speak for yourself. You played the game. I've only watched it. Third down and 8 for Jim Druckenmiller.
33, 10, 53. 10, 53. Sit. 60. 60.
Memphis not bad third down conversion here. Can they succeed? Pressure on, and down goes Druckenmiller. Larry Fitzpatrick, number 99, with a sack. Fitzpatrick out of Illinois State, along with Jason Chorick, number 97. A couple of very active defensive ends for Chicago, Dick.
Yeah, they do, and even Thompson in the middle, number 91, is having a pretty good year after the first couple of games. Big kid from Michigan State is coming out now, but I mean he really hustles. He's a big, strong guy, and kind of guy you want in the middle when you're playing a 3-man defensive line.
Jeff Hall from Tennessee will kick for Memphis. It's got to go 25 yards, and it does. Chicago feeling the ball, turning the corner. And Luke Leverson, the return man, Jackie Kellogg makes the tackle for Memphis. Leverson, a wide receiver out of Minnesota, returning the kick. So Chicago's got great field position here, Dick Buckus. First and 10, ball on the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, I would say this is great, 30-yard line. But after the first series, Chicago scores in 3 plays. They're starting to move the ball.
Kevin McDougall with John Avery behind him, the lone running back. 3 wide receivers to the right for the Chicago Enforcers, who lead by 1. There's Avery, little stutter step. And Avery, tackled by Richard Hogan's, number 54, along with DJ Cooper, number 73. Cooper, a 290-pounder out of Arkansas. Hogan's played here in Memphis.
Right here.
See, that time the Enforcers had 3 receivers wide to one side, which drags a lot of your defensive backs over. I think their idea is if they can pop it through the line of scrimmage, the DBs are gone. and John Avery's got a free reign to go wherever he wants, but he's got to get through the line first.
Avery gained 3, brings up 2nd down, 7 for Chicago, showing motion.
I think that's going to be a free play. There's no flag.
Leverson, the intended receiver. Coverage on a play by Cornell Menifee.
Did it look like the right defensive end jumped?
It looked like the defensive end was in the zone before the ball was snapped, but
looked like it.
Apparently not the case. No laundry on the field. Can't complain about that too much. 3rd down and 7 for Chicago. The ball is at the Memphis 21-yard line. And Chicago has struggled this season on 3rd down conversions, worse than the XFL thus far. Leverson in motion. McDougall throwing the ball.
Did he catch that?
And officials ruling that the man is out of bounds. John Williams on the coverage.
Wow,
Aaron Bailey, the intended receiver, Dick. And
yeah, they weren't going just for the first down. They were going for the whole ball of wax.
Here's another look. And apparently Bailey was out of bounds.
Yeah.
Only got to get 1 foot in bounds.
Right, but I think his right foot just crossed over and stepped out. Let's see for sure.
Well, Andy Cross is going to attempt a field goal here. Cross attempted 5 field goals. He's 3 of 5 this season. And the kick is up. It's long enough. And it is good.
All right.
And Chicago now increases their lead to 10-6 on Crossland's field goal. So Chicago looking for a must-win here tonight. Lead by 4. John Avery showed that he can not only run the ball, but can block it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe I saw that little 20 go in there and throw a little shoulder at somebody.
Andy Cross on the field goal. Moments ago, increasing Chicago's lead 10-6 over Memphis. Crossland set to kick off here. Raphael Cooper and Rico Clark are deep to receive for the Memphis Maniax here in the Liberty Bowl. Nice high kick by Crossland. Taken at the 2-yard line. And the ball is returned up near the 25 to the 26-yard line. And folks, courtesy of Busch Beer, we're going to take you down to Orlando following a Derek Clark fumble. It was Las Vegas ball, the 4-yard line. Ryan Clement finding Ben Snell for the 4-yard touchdown pass. And Orlando trails at home, Dick, 6-0.
Yeah, that's a first, especially in Orlando. And what's really surprising is Clement's back. I don't know if that's as far as he can throw the ball with that bad shoulder, but he's back playing.
As are we, live here in the Liberty Bowl. Play action by Druckenmiller. Druckenmiller looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. Pass intended for Keith Crawford, the 6'2", 195-pounder out of Howard Payne. And Corey Ivy. Memphis playing tonight without Keith Prentice, Dick. He's their leading receiver. Out for the year, I understand.
Really, that was a surprise. But they've got some other guys. Now, I don't know if I'm adding correctly, but I think that's about the 3rd intermediate pass, and he's only hit 1 of 3.
Druckenmiller with a big gun. Being rushed out of the pocket. Druckenmiller may run. Druckenmiller to the 30. Druckenmiller down to the 36-yard line. And Jamie Baisley, he used to work on the Chicago Board of Trade from Chicago, makes the tackle downfield. Baisley's an outstanding linebacker.
Well, I tell you, you got a 6'4", 240 quarterback running, man. You can't bring him down with an arm tackle.
First down for the Memphis Maniax. Ball at their own 35-yard line. And Druckenmiller handing to Rashawn Salam. Bounces outside. Hard hit the 40. And Salam diving forward to the 42. That man, number 50, Aaron Humphreys, along with Ray Austin, number 36, in on the tackle. Austin third in the XFL in tackles. An outstanding safety for Chicago. 7-yard gain.
Stay outside.
Well, they seem to move. move all right on first down. It's second and third. Of course, Chicago's had trouble stopping third down plays also, but there's a timeout.
So Memphis has called timeout with a second down and 3, and we'll listen in here.
Okay. Y'all want halt. When I say halt, they need to call the personnel out, and you tell them in the huddle.
I did.
The kids comes out. Well, kids got to be smarter than that.
All right.
Okay, here we go. We're going to go deuce right, Charlie right, stretch right. Yeah. We got halt? Yeah. Deuce right, Charlie right, stretch right. Halt.
And second down and 3 for the Memphis Maniax. Football's at their own 42-yard line.
Green 80. Green 80.
Charles Jordan in motion. Hand off to Rashawn Salam. Got a hold and got a first and 10. Jamie Baisley makes the tackle, but not before Rashawn Salam, who was nailed.
Yeah, he's getting up kind of slow.
And the former #1 pick of the Bears getting up and checking to make sure he's got all of his body parts still attached.
To the 47-yard line and the Maniacs first down.
Green 80.
Hard hit by Baisley. Out of Indiana, 6'2", 246. First down for Memphis. 47-yard line. Play action. Druckenmiller looking to throw deep. Has a man. But it's broken up. Troy Saunders, 3-year starter at Florida State, covered a lot of ground there, Dick, was able to get there and break up the play.
Actually, Charles Jordan did a good job in busting up the interception.
Strong right cubby. Read right.
Like I said before, he's the fastest guy on Memphis' team, but Chicago had some coverage down there deep. But doesn't he throw a nice ball? That one had to be 50 yards.
Salam with a dinged shoulder there. We'll keep you updated on his status. In the meantime, Raphael Cooper, number 20, has replaced Rashawn Salam at running back. Druckenmiller looking to throw. Another intermediate pass, complete to the 40-yard line of Chicago. Ray Austin with a hard hit. Rashawn Salam got a shoulder problem. First quarter has drawn to a close here with Memphis top running back Rashawn Salam on the sidelines. But right now, the Chicago Enforcers, in a must-win situation, lead the hometown Memphis team 10-6. Jim Ross and Dick Butkus back in Memphis at the Liberty Bowl, where the hometown Memphis team trailing by 4 as we begin play in our second quarter. Memphis football, 1st and 10 on the Chicago 39-yard line. Big Jim Druckenmiller, the quarterback. Druckenmiller looking to throw. Got the great arm. Complete. Touchdown. Charles Jordan with a touchdown. 39 yards out. Druckenmiller to Jordan. And Memphis right back in the ball game. Take the lead 12-10.
Well, what were you saying about Memphis if they missed Prentice? That's Jordan's third touchdown. I mean, just got great speed.
Charles Jordan out of Long Beach Community College just simply outrun the Chicago secondary.
Just a little basic move to the outside. Everything was kind of open deep.
Troy Saunders out of Florida State, where they got beat on that play. Druckenmiller very happy with that play, and rightfully so, as the extra point attempt by Raphael Cooper is no good. Rashawn Salam has been taken to the locker room. Says he has a shoulder blade injury. We'll update you on the leading rusher in the XFL's status as soon as we get it. And you see Ron Meyer was talking to Troy Saunders. Big play by Charles Jordan. Long Beach Community College, Dick. not exactly known as the football powerhouse.
No.
Long Beach Community College.
No, that was his second receiving touchdown. But, you know, he goes across the middle a lot. I mean, just in this game right here, he's been crossing over the middle, and it's tough to find tough receivers who will go across the middle because they're afraid of getting their you-know-what knocked off. But he's got great speed. He has the ability and the toughness to go across, and you'll see him. I'll guarantee you'll see him on a reverse tonight. So what that tells you, he's a tough receiver, go-to guy. And I hate to think if Prentice was healthy, what kind of receiving courts they'd have.
Coach, we got an update on Rashawn Salam.
Yeah, JR, Dick, I'm standing outside the locker room. Just inside the locker room I was with Rashawn Salam. He can't even do the motion with his arm right now. Of course, he's got an injury to his left shoulder. They don't know if he's going to be back. Of course, we'll let you know on his status. Would be a huge blow to Memphis if Rashawn Salam cannot come back. We'll keep you updated.
Okay, Coach, thanks. The leading rusher in the XFL on the shelf for the time being for Memphis. And the kickoff taken by Corey Ivy. And Ivy up to the 33-yard line. Not a bad return for the former defensive back from the University of Oklahoma. So Chicago back in business with Kevin McDougal at the helm. 1st and 10. And the ball is going to be spotted at the Chicago 33-yard line. Not bad field position, Dick.
Pardon?
That's not bad field position for Chicago to start in.
No, I thought early on in the season it seemed like all kickoff people were getting it down to at least the goal line. And tonight we've had a fairly short kicks.
John Avery in the backfield behind Kevin McDougal. Pass on the flat to Avery. Avery's got the ball with space, and Avery knocked out of bounds near midfield by Richard Hogan's and Trey Thomas. Boy, Avery can beat you in so many ways.
Well, you see what they do? They swing them out, and that's just like, you can just say, well, it's just like a sweep or whatever. What I think Memphis linebackers are going to have to learn to do, boy, we better clamp down on him early. Don't let him to catch the ball like this and then have some ability to speed to go on or give you a juke. You got to get at him quicker.
There's not a linebacker in the XFL that can cover John Avery. One-on-one out of the backfield, I can promise you. 1st and 10, Chicago. Hand off to Avery. Avery looking for somewhere to go. Spurts through and up to the Memphis territory, down near the 44-yard line. Rico Clark out of Louisville makes the tackle for Memphis.
As I mentioned at the top of the show, you know, Kevin McDougal, he led the Enforcers on 2 long drives, 80 yards and over. That's what you want to do against a team like this. Just keep possession, keep moving the ball, but ultimately score.
LaShawn Johnson, number 42, has replaced John Avery in the Chicago backfield. 3 wide receivers to the left for the Enforcers. And Johnson to the right.
What the heck?
Johnson, LaShawn Johnson inside the 10-yard line where he's knocked out of bounds by Rico Clark. 3 wide receivers to the left for Chicago, and the play off the right side behind Tony Ramirez and Brian LaBelle. Center Rob Murphy out of Ohio State doing a good job as well. Nice run by a guy that has survived cancer in his lifetime.
Yeah, he's
Dick.
had some health issues, and I know he's excited to get back. There again, they had trips to one side, drags a lot of your defensive backs over, and he went around the right side.
Johnson out of Northern Illinois, nation's leading rusher his senior year, 6th in the Heisman Trophy balloting. He's a player. And Johnson behind the shoulder pads, and Chicago responds with a touchdown. Shante Carver on the stop. Too little, too late. I tell you what, Avery can beat you in a lot of ways, but we can't discount the contributions of number 42, LaShawn Johnson.
No, they've got it's probably the best 1-2 punch in the league, running-wise. I mean, you got Salam and Potts, but, you know, you don't think Potts much as a running back. Mostly he's a blocking back for Salam. So you got 2 of the best right here.
Chicago leading 16-12 now.
3-22.
Getting the extra point from the 2-yard line. Willie Tate in motion. Little play action. McDougal's got time, and the pass is blocked knocked down by Richard Hogan's.
Yeah, there's a flag, JR, in the end zone. Now let's see what we got here.
Penalty. Hogan's got his hand up, the middle linebacker.
What is it again?
Let's go.
You got it. Holding. Number 94. Defense. Half the distance to the goal. Repeat the try.
That's Patrick Sapp, the outside linebacker for Memphis, caught holding, defensive holding. Gives Chicago another opportunity, this time from the 1-yard line. Charles Wiley, the big fullback out of Georgia Tech, in the backfield with LaShawn Johnson, who I expect to carry here. And so, Johnson, successful extra point. So Chicago now leads 17-12. LaShawn Johnson with a hard-earned touchdown run as Chicago leads Memphis 17-12. We are back live in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm Jim Ross alongside Chicago Bear legend Dick Butkus. Chicago just has regained the lead 17-12. And about to kick off to the Memphis Maniax. Kevin Cobb and Raphael Cooper set to receive Andy Crossland's kick. We'll get an update soon on the condition of Rashaan Salaam, the XFL's leading rusher, has left the game with a shoulder injury. Jonathan Cochin will update us on that situation in a few moments. I tell you what, you got to feel good about LaShawn Johnson after all he's been through in his life, Dick, to be able to come back and even play football.
Well, let's see, that's what's great about this league. It gives a lot of guys a second chance, whether it be health reasons or whatever. And for him, it's a gutsy move. And I think, it's something that a lot of players have a zipper on their chest, or they don't have one, and you can't see the desire and the love of the game that they really have.
Low kick taken by Roosevelt Potts. And Potts returns the ball to the 37-yard line.
LaShawn, your partner John Avery gets a lot of the pub, but you showed that last drive. You got some moves too.
It's a team thing. Me and John work good together, and when he needs a break, I just try to go in the best I can.
Congratulations, guys. Also, a quick update on Rashaan Salaam. Doctors just told me he has a deep shoulder bruise on his left shoulder. He'll be evaluated at halftime, but he will not be back in the first half. We don't know about the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks very much.
Well,
that is a blow to the Memphis team.
Sure
More
is.
pressure on Jim Druckenmiller, Dick.
Yeah, but it seems like he's got things rolling along here.
Druckenmiller 4 of 8 tonight. Play action, nice fake. And pass is complete to Charles Jordan. Quincy Coleman pushing Jordan out of bounds.
Well, that's you're giving him too much. I know it's play action and all that, but I think it's just a respect in the speed, really. Jordan's got the speed.
Jordan isolated.
See, you don't even see the defender in the shot. Come on. I know the guy's quick, but
10-50.
got to clamp on a little better than that.
Set blue 40.
First and 10, Memphis ball on the Chicago 49-yard line. And Raphael Cooper, a 5'10", 200-pounder out of Louisville, replacing Rashaan Salaam. Tackled by Jamie Baisley as Cooper running behind the 320-pound Ike Davis.
How tall did you say the running back was?
5'10".
Now there it is. See, as a linebacker, you can't see the guy. Salaam, you had a better chance. He's a little bigger.
300.
You can't see that guy.
300.
Second down and 5, 5-yard gain.
280.
Cooper again, a ball carrier. Hammered by Aaron Humphreys after a short gain.
Come on, Shelly.
Trying his left side behind Roundtree and Bernard Williams.
Third down, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Talking to Ron Meyer earlier today. He's the biggest surprise. Aaron Humphreys. He's just unbelievable. He said they just put him in a position, point him where to go, and he'll just knock the hell out of anybody.
Humphreys is second all-time on the University of Texas defensive list for tackles for loss. That covers a lot of good football players. Played for the Longhorns over the years. Third down play for Druckenmiller. Druckenmiller to Raphael Cooper. The little dump off.
Well, that was a surprise play, a screen pass on 3rd and short.
Little middle screen, well executed by Memphis. Raphael Cooper stepping up and replacing Rashawn Salam, number 20, right in the middle of your screen. He's got a little John Avery.
He's got a little wiggle to him, huh?
Little wiggle.
A little wiggle to the swagger.
Hey, a little wiggle don't hurt anything. First down for Memphis. Driving. 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. Druckenmiller looking to throw. Finds his man, number 80, Daryl Hobbs, out of Pacific. So Kippy Brown's offense working very, very well here. This team looking for touchdowns, not field goals.
Yeah, they're running, you know. Of course, Salam's not in there, and they're still going from the play action. And Hobbs is a pretty good receiver also. You know, the Enforcers' defense is sort of like, you know, bend, but don't break, but they got to be careful of breaking right here.
Chicago needs some pressure on the quarterback. Right now, Memphis winning the battle at the line of scrimmage, it would seem. 1st and 10, Maniacs. Ball to 15, Druckenmiller. Quick out. Short gain. Jason Bray tackling Daryl Hobbs. Short gain on the play.
Lead right.
There we go, Bert. Bert, right over.
Second and 5 for the Maniacs.
Right. Not yet. All right, I got this.
I like the way he takes charge in the huddle. He gets everybody hopped up.
Druckenmiller to Cooper. Cooper looking for somewhere to go. Jukes and ties inside, or maybe around the 5-yard line. Jason Bray on the tackle along with Jamie Baisley. But a nice run by Raphael Cooper, who has brought a little quickness to the offense.
So I think that play wanted to go inside because you got that I formation, that lead blocker, but Raphael just said, the heck with that, I'm going outside.
Cooper passed outside for a 1st and 10, 1st and goal for Memphis. Ball at the 5-yard line. Druckenmiller 4 for 4 on this drive for 48 yards. Cooper on the left side, near the 1-yard line. And Cooper to the 1, but there's a flag down on the play. Raphael Cooper is like pouring smoke through a keyhole. He's hard to get a hold of.
Smoke through a keyhole.
That's an old Oklahoma term.
Oh. Well, let's see what this penalty is, but I'll tell you one thing, he's a tough little nut too.
Ow! Report.
Let me give the signal. Hang on.
Please.
Hey, listen up now.
Outside Chicago.
Not a smart penalty.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
A non-contact penalty. You don't want those, and that's going to make Ron Meyer have even more gray hair.
Well, they came up short, right? So
Three tights.
they'll get the down over or whatever.
Hey, here we go now. Get an attitude. Eye right. You go eye right. Here we go. So eye right.
That's it.
Eye right. Almost.
Penalty decline.
Yeah.
2nd down and goal from the 1-yard line. Memphis football.
High formation. Get ready.
Roosevelt Fox, number 42, the 270-pound fullback, lined up in front of Raphael Cooper. Cooper gets a handoff. Penetration by Chicago, and Beeks
Keep it up, come on!
with a penetration.
Yeah, get up!
Beeks out of Ohio State, former All Big Ten linebacker.
Okay, here you go.
Timeout, ref.
And Raphael Cooper limping. As a result of that, Memphis has called a timeout. Well, folks, while we have a timeout on the field, we'll take a quick timeout ourselves with Memphis football on the 1. We're back live here on NBC, the XFL and NBC tonight. Chicago leading Memphis 17-12 here in the second quarter, but Memphis threatening. They have a 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line of the Chicago Enforcers. Druckenmiller to Raphael Cooper.
He tried to sneak it over.
Cooper ruled down before he crossed the goal line. That's going to bring up a 4th down play for Memphis. Here's another look at that defensive stand, Dick.
That's always a hard call for an official because, watch, is his knee down now and he's reaching across? Absolutely. So that's got to be moved back.
Here we go.
Memphis looks like they're going to go for it here.
ISO on 1. Watch him.
6-2. Yeah.
4th and goal for the Maniacs. Raphael Cooper.
Oh!
Fumble!
Get it!
Chicago recovers the fumble.
Wow.
So now Memphis gets no points.
Well, is that the first turnover, JR? Which Memphis is 2nd to the bottom.
Kivasama Mays, starting outside linebacker, number 55 out of North Carolina. A nice hard hit there on Raphael Cooper.
That thing shot out of there. Well, it didn't look like he was hit, did it? It's just kind of like he was going to swing it forward and it got loose.
Cooper may have carried the ball a little loosely there.
Yeah, well, Memphis is they're -5 in takeaways, giveaways. Chicago's not that much better at -3, so now they're -2.
Chicago football, they dodged the bullet there. McDougal looking to throw. A little slant pattern intended for Junior Lord, incomplete. Corey Sawyer, the defensive back out of Florida State, on the coverage. McDougal.
Raphael, 4 straight tries, couldn't get in the end zone. What happened on that last fumble?
I just tried to stretch the ball over there and somebody hit it, so I lost it.
That pretty well sums it up.
Yeah,
on Raphael's side. That's his story, and he's sticking to it.
Yep.
2nd down 10. McDougal pressure and broke down. Shante Carver, number 78, on the sack. Former number 1 draft pick of the Dallas Cowboys. Has knocked out 2 quarterbacks this year.
Yeah, let's look at it this way. You think Kevin didn't get hurt?
Here comes Shante Carver at the bottom of your screen. That's the old lookout block.
Yeah, he just flat out beat Derek Turner. Got to get good position on the guy, and he just give the old swim move, and off he goes.
3rd down at Lake Michigan for the Enforcers. 3rd and 22. McDougal got some time.
Look at this.
Man open. Leverson.
Go forward.
Leverson, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Tyrone Bell.
Wow.
Man, Leverson was wide open.
Yeah, good job by McDougal again, moving around. You know, with his running ability, you would have thought he would just take off, but with 22 yards to go, no way he'd make it.
And not a bad job by the offensive lineman.
No, not at all. See here, he could have taken off. He's got a strong arm. Now go forward, buddy. Get your first down.
Leverson, a 3-year starter for the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
White, 291. White, 291.
Chicago, the big defensive stand, a big conversion there on 3rd down. Wide open. McDougal again. Pass complete to number 83, Aaron Bailey. Averaging 24 yards a catch. Number 1 in the XFL, John Williams, the defender.
Doesn't look like he's afraid to go in there either in the middle a little bit.
Bailey 5'10", 190. The Memphis team seems to have lost a little inspiration after their running back Rashawn Salam went to the locker room.
Yeah, but that shouldn't happen. He plays offense. The defense should tighten their belt a little bit here.
Junior Lord in motion. McDougal looking for Lord. Rico Clark defending. Lord was the motion man. McDougal is certainly under control here tonight and has had a very efficient game. He's made plays when he's had to make the plays.
Well, yeah, just like that third down and 22. I mean, the defense does the job, gets them the ball, and which could have been a disastrous position to be punting from your own end zone. They're right now, they're on the 44-yard line of the Maniacs.
McDougal 5 of 9 tonight. 114 yards, lowered in motion. McDougal's got plenty of time, now being pressured, and dumps the ball out of bounds.
That's it, throw it away.
Marvin Thomas pressuring the quarterback. McDougal didn't make any dumb mistakes though there, Dick. He saw that his men were covered and he threw it away.
You know what they do a lot of times also in passing situations, I'm speaking of Memphis's defense, they'll bring in 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive backs, 7 even. And right now they've got what, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 out there. And so what happens, they're fine deep. They're tough to beat deep, but inside in that 15 to 18-yard range, they're vulnerable.
Third down for Chicago, and we've got movement. And Chicago certainly cannot afford any unforced errors, and that's what we have there.
You know, all along there's nothing worse than the jumping off sides.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 60, offense. 5-yard penalty remains, third down.
Tony Ramirez, the offensive right tackle, guilty of moving on that play.
Let's go.
So that's
but you know, on a total, the penalties are down, and that's good. It means people are starting to concentrate better, starting to work at it a little bit.
Third down 15 for Notre Dame's Kevin McDougal, making his second start. And that is a 2-minute warning here in the first half. We've got a good ball game down here in Memphis on a perfect night. Chicago leads the Extreme. Maniacs 17-12. Fans here in Memphis having a great time tonight. Their team down by 5 to the Chicago Enforcers with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Chicago 6 plays, 31 yards on this current drive. It all started with a recovered fumble in the end zone. Third down 15 for Kevin McDougal. Red Coleman in motion. McDougal back to throw. Looking for Junior Lord, but pass incomplete. Rico Clark on the coverage. Brings up a 4th down and a punting situation for Chicago. Andy Crossland does the punting as well as the place kicking. Damon Dotson will be deep to receive this kick. That if it goes 25 yards, Dick, becomes a live football.
Sure does. I'm just thinking about Memphis and how they've been snake bit. You know, Salam fumbled a couple times in their game against Las Vegas. Then Raphael fumbles here.
There's a kick flag down on the play.
Now this guy can pump.
And David Dotson.
Come on.
Running out of bounds. Mr. Butkus is not.
Well, listen to them.
Yeah.
Some of their fans don't like it either.
Yeah, turn up the field, get some more yards. Damon Dotson. I'll tell you what, Memphis has had some problems this year. As Dick said, they have been snake bit. Their own worst enemy in their defeats this season. As was the case in week 2 versus Las Vegas. Salam's fumble.
See, you know, that could have been, that was probably charged with Salam, but I don't know if the handoff really got to him. But look what happened to him. Talk about giving up the ball is bad enough, but then they score on you.
And then later in the game, Salam fumble again near the goal line. A controversial play. Memphis thought the Salam was down.
Well, see, he was trying to reach, and then, well, we can go to the bathroom right here. By the time Gouveia finishes this run.
Those 36-year-old legs of Kurt Gouveia, a 100-yard touchdown run. So Memphis has been their own worst enemy thus far this season offensively. Druckenmiller back to throw. Druckenmiller hitting Raphael Cooper out of the backfield.
Gouveia might have been 36-year-old legs, but he's got an 18-year-old heart. Kid just coming back because he wants to play.
Gouveia doesn't need the money.
As a lot of these guys, they just love to play, and that's what I'm saying. You know, we don't have a zipper on our chest to see what kind of heart we all have.
Miller.
Look at this.
Time.
Oh, man.
Finds his man near midfield. Daryl Hobbs up to the 47-yard line of Chicago. Aaron Humphreys and Jason Bray make the tackle with a minute 15 to go in the first half.
What were you talking about? His accuracy, mid-range. It seems like he's completing them.
I think I was wrong. Well, the coach says that the guy's got a gun, Miller. He can throw the deep ball, but he has problems with the intermediate pass. He hasn't had a problem tonight.
I don't think so.
Good job. All right, here we go.
Miller 9 of 13. 157 yards in this ball game.
He's been throwing long, short, in the middle.
That'll be a very critical possession here from Memphis. They trail by 5.
Well, again, Chicago bends, but let's just hope they don't break when they get down there. Close.
Set. Blue 40.
Chicago needs a rush here. Miller's got time. Oh! And Miller. That ball went right off the shoulder pad of his intended receiver, Daryl Hobbs. Quincy Coleman on the coverage, or Keith Crawford, I should say, the intended receiver.
What's this? Talk about bad luck.
Obviously, that ball should have been caught. A break for Chicago. Third down play for Memphis.
Blue 40.
Ball to Chicago 49-yard line. Miller with time. Has his man. Charles Jordan, on the catch inside around the 30-yard line of Chicago. Quincy Coleman on the coverage.
All right, Dolphin right.
See, I don't understand why on third down, clamp it down a little bit. You know what I mean? I know it's, you're hoping for the clock to run out, keep them from scoring, but it's a first down.
Chicago on the prevent defense. Miller again. Short pass. Completed to Mark Thomas. And Thomas knocked out of bounds.
Flag there.
And a flag down, and that could be very costly
to Chicago. I would think, or
Thomas, a big tight end out of North Carolina State. And Mays may have been detected for the penalty. 51 seconds to go in the first half. Here's another look. He's drawn number 55.
Well, it's a ticky-tack face guard, so face mask, so it's a 5-yard, I think.
Here's another look at it.
Yeah.
And there's grabbing the headgear.
Yeah. Number 55 in the defense. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
So Chicago now finds themselves in a hell of a predicament here. The football is just outside the enforcer 10-yard line with 51 seconds to go.
At the game.
You're on the 5. I think we're too close for it.
Yeah, we're too close.
They get the hell out of there.
Well, I'm afraid you're talking about double count? 17-8. No. Okay, I'll tell you what. Listen to me.
Hold on, let him call it now. Let him think about it.
This will protect it. Be ready for the free safety whip.
Right, yeah, ready for the blitz, all right?
And look
next Saturday on NBC at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, Casey Weldon and the Bolts make a trip to the desert as they face the rough and tumble defense of the Las Vegas Outlaws. That's the XFL on NBC next Saturday at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. And of course, for our friends in Chicago, that's 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Put it away.
By the way, Orlando leading Las Vegas 14-9 at the half. And Orlando is undefeated.
They've been bailing out, haven't they? Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's leave the 9 alone right now. Okay.
Talking both of these coaches over the weekend here, they're not really intimidated by Orlando's 5-0 record and going into tonight's game. And like Memphis last week, I think they blew the game.
Yeah,
they should have won it.
I had Chicago the first game of the year. They lose to Orlando 33-29.
Yep.
And Chicago did not play well that night.
That's why this game's a key game for them.
Mike's 50.
Key drive
Blue 80.
for Memphis.
Blue 80.
They don't score a lot in the second half. Druckenmiller looking to throw, finds his man, complete down to the 1 yard line. Aaron Humphreys on the tackle. Charles Jordan, the receiver. Corey Ivy also there.
Right 11. Right 11. Go.
Right 11. Right 11.
35 seconds and counting.
Right 11. Yeah, you check down.
Memphis ball, first and goal. Druckenmiller's going to throw. The quick out. Flag down. Flag down thrown by the back judge. Quincy Coleman on the coverage. Big Ike Davis, number 69. Was
we have 12 on the field, and then we have illegal formation. We'll offset second down. Okay. We got numbers,
12
guys?
on the field.
71.
71 with just ran right now. He just ran in right now.
Illegal formation. Number 71 of the offense did not report. However, there were 12 defensive players on the field. Those 2 penalties will offset. Okay. It will repeat second down. Number 71 is an eligible receiver.
Hold up. I want to see him.
71.
71 wasn't in the game. Hey, come here. Come here.
Is that right? Is that right where that ball is? They said it's right.
I didn't mess up a call that. Three tights.
Split left, fly right. Sprint right, G. Halfback flat.
See, Kippy calls the plays there. A lot of commotion, a lot of going on there.
second down and goal for Memphis.
6-2,
Is this a team in disarray?
No, I don't think so. I mean, he got the play in plenty of time.
40.
Potts in motion. Druckenmiller rolling out. Throwing. Complete. Jamie Baisley on the coverage, and Druckenmiller lost his hat.
See what happens when you have a flag throw or two like that previous play. The coaches get involved, players get involved, and you really don't have that much time in between. You got to get rolling here, and that's why you say, well, is Kippy losing it or whatever? No, he got the call in the Druck, got the play off. It's just that you would love to have a little extra time to yell at the officials, but shouldn't do it anyway. Now they got a timeout going here.
So a timeout on the field, as it will give the opportunity for Kippy Brown to speak with quarterback Jim Druckenmiller. Chicago called the timeout. Memphis was in the promised land earlier and fumbled.
See right here, here's the official was telling Jim what was going on that last play about, when you have an uncovered guy on the end with a 71 number, and if you don't report, that's a penalty.
That was the last series of the fumble by Raphael Cooper-Dick.
Yeah, but where's the guy that hit him? He said that he got hit. He was hit low there. What he tried to do was reach forward with his arm in the ball, and it just squirted through.
Memphis now facing a third down and goal from the 2-yard line.
Right, you got 19 seconds. You got plenty of time to get this done.
Druckenmiller, 6'4", 236.
All you're doing is you're coming in.
Pretty imposing guy.
Yeah, you would think he'd sneak one of these 1-yard deals over there, but with the big backs he has,
okay, here you go. Let's go.
Let's see what he's going to do.
Quick max. Hey, right slide, quick max, right, 39.
Rashawn Salam, injured in the first quarter, the leading rusher here in the XFL. With a shoulder injury.
Quick max by 39 on one. Ready, quick.
So,
Mike 50.
Raphael Cooper, the running back, behind Roosevelt Potts. Druckenmiller calls the signals. Druckenmiller, quick out. And pass broken up by Chicago. Corey Ivy on the coverage for Chicago. So now it is decision time for Coach Kippy Brown. I think that decision, Dick, has been made. Looks like Jeff Hall, with 15 seconds to go, on 4th and goal, is going to come in and attempt a field goal. Bobby spotted at the 14, a 24-yard field goal attempt.
On the line of scrimmage now. He called you for big.
Jeff Hall played collegiately at Tennessee. Kick is up and good. Hall now 9 for 12 on field goals this year.
Pretty accurate kick. Yep.
Kind of the way of the offense from Memphis this year. Field goals, not touchdowns. But Memphis, with that field goal, draws within 2. Chicago 17 to 15.
Well, see, Chicago, you know, they gave up a drive here, and they're playing it close to pretty nervously, you know, if they score a touchdown there instead of the field goal.
How many times have you seen teams go into the prevent defense?
Well, yeah,
too early.
I know, and I don't really have the answer for it. It's just, you know, you're told to let them complete in front of you, but if you're gonna do that, why not play hard? And, you know, get somebody back or have one safety that covers you real deep, play center field, because, you know, the longer you throw the ball, the easier it is for a safety who's playing in the middle of the field to get to either sideline. But when they all back up, you're in trouble.
Corey Ivy broke that play up on 3rd down, back deep to receive. And the ball will be taken by Charles Wiley at the 20. Wiley, a fullback, returns it to the 26 or 7 yard line. With 6 seconds to go in the first half, Jim Kitts, backup fullback.
Here's my deal. I'm not even going to look.
Yeah.
He takes a knee. Why not? You know, because of the clock, the 25-second clock and everything else, every play's a premium. Why not go for the bomb? So what if everybody knows about it? No, I'm not going to look. You going to take a knee or what?
Well, I can't tell.
Man.
There's your knee.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you average 50 plays because of this short clock, this 20, you know, you divide that by 4. That's how many points. I mean, that's how many plays you get a quarter. 13 or whatever the heck it is. Every play's important.
Ron Meyer choosing to go the conservative route here in the last play of the first half. Chicago trying to fight their way back into the playoff race. They can do it. And right now, Chicago leading Memphis here in the Liberty Bowl by 2, 17 to 15. Well, ladies and gentlemen, right now, Chicago has the lead here at halftime. And let's take you back and take a look at some of the action from the first half. And certainly, Rashawn Salam, before he was injured, made his presence felt, Dick.
Right, he started off pretty good, you know. He scored there behind Roosevelt Potts' lead block. Now here's little Avery. Little jitterbug, and off to the races he goes.
That made the score 7-6 for the extra point. I expect to see more Avery in this second half. Chicago added a field goal, and look at this bomb.
The Jordan, that guy's, like we've been saying all night, he's got good time speed, man. He can move. Drunk's a little happy there.
No doubt about it. LaShawn Johnson right up the guts. Behind a good effort. 17 to 12 there. And then the big fumble here that Chicago recovered.
Right, now this problem starts, and that was after Salam got hurt. And it seems like they're snake bit again, Memphis. It's either fumbles, I don't know, they might be leading the league in turnovers right now.
Memphis has not been a great second half football team here.
Yeah, but you talk to Kippy, and he says, we moved the ball. Well, you don't score.
Yeah, you got to score.
So things are looking pretty good for Chicago. I got a little nervous there at the end, you know, that bend, and don't break. But they got lucky with a fumble in the end zone. And with that 3rd down and 22, McDougal hits for a first down. That was a big play, too. So all in all, it's Memphis still being snake bit. Now we'll have to see if Salam's going to come back, because I think they need him to come back.
No doubt about it. Chicago up by 2 points. And folks, don't forget later tonight, a very special edition of Saturday Night Live.
Well, guys, to say that the Memphis Maniax have received some bad news would be an understatement. Rashawn Salam, bad nerve in his left shoulder, out for the game. They don't know his status for next week. It gets even worse. Backup running back Raphael Cooper, torn MCL, out for the season. So right now they're going to the number 3 running back for the second half. Horrible news for Memphis.
Wow. And Memphis losing their 2 running backs. Druckenmiller now has a huge responsibility to keep this offense on the field and the ball moving without a running attack, and that's not going to be easy.
Well, you got Roosevelt Potts, who's really a fullback, a big fullback. But then you also have Jim Kitts, I guess it is, and he's a big back. So I don't know if they're going to go with the two big backs or they're going to find somebody to play halfback and just leave it up to Drunk to start throwing the ball more.
Well, Druckenmiller has had plenty of time to throw tonight behind that huge offensive line. And Dick, we take a look at our Miller genuine draft stats here at halftime. And it has been quite frankly, a well-played first half by both football teams. Certainly both kind of half-assed self-destructing here. We'll take a look at the stats. The genuine draft will be colder in a moment. Memphis kicking off to Corey Ivy. And Ivy with a head of steam up across the 20-yard line down to 23. And now, as we promised, I know you're waiting on the edge of your seats there in Chicago. Here are the stats.
Well, you got, let's see, 78 yards. Well, that was Avery on a nice, cracked that one for a touchdown. And passing yards, look at this, 206 to 103 for Chicago. But there's that turnover, that cost a touchdown, I think, when they fumble right in the end zone.
Memphis
possession is to Memphis, but they don't lead in the score.
Chicago leading by 2. First play of the second half. Kevin McDougal handing to John Avery. Nothing wrong with John Avery, and nothing wrong with the Chicago running attack as Avery brought down by Richard Hogan's. Chicago, a lot of love on the field. Everybody ever tell you they loved you, Dick, on the football field when you played for the Bears?
No.
Did George Hallis ever tell you he loved you?
No.
He didn't?
No, I'd hope he liked me, but not love me.
If I had it my way, it would be another player in football wear 51. One guy did it, that's it. And I'm happy he's with me tonight. Second down and 4, 6-yard gain by John Avery. Avery again, looking for somewhere to go.
See what they try to do, JR, they spread it out, leave him as the remaining back, and then just toss it to him or give it to him and let him just try to break that front. Memphis really did a good job in containing them there.
DJ Cooper, 6'3", 290-pounder out of Arkansas, makes the tackle. Third down play for Chicago.
Pass right. 30 Razor on 1. Ready?
Kevin McDougal, 6'2", 194 out of Notre Dame. His first start last week resulted in the XFL Offensive Player of the Week honor. McDougal got time.
Yes.
Pass complete to Junior Lord. Corey Sawyer defending on the play.
I was just going to say, it's nervous time for Chicago. They're getting these third downs. And coming into this game, they were very poor at converting third down situations. But tonight, they're hitting on them. Seems like they're better off having 3rd and 10 or something in it.
Chicago 2 of 4 tonight, Dick, on third down conversions. 1st and 10, Chicago. The football is at the Chicago 44-yard line. McDougal to Avery. And Avery Dougal. Richard Hogan's. What a slobber knocker tackle on John Avery.
Hogan's a great linebacker, man. He's really...
Hogan's a hero here.
He's their guy. Talking to their head coach, Kippy Brown, he said, this is the guy. He's the real McCoy.
He leads the team in tackles. Does Richard Hogan's. No gain on the play. Leverson, number 2, split out wide to the right.
Green 88. Green 88.
Red Coleman in motion. 3-step drop. And pass knocked down at the line of scrimmage by number 94, Patrick Sapp. Sapp, a 6'4", 258-pound linebacker out of Clemson, got his hands up.
Yeah, he's mad about that he didn't catch it. Now, I don't know if he got that quick a reaction. Because as you see, here it comes, and
another big third down play for Chicago. Memphis has not been successful stopping these third and longs. Ironically enough, we'll see more motion here. McDougal back to throw. Over the middle to Avery. Avery's got room to the 40. Avery down to the 35, to the 34-yard line. Trey Thomas and Richard Hogan's make the tackle.
See, they had 6 defensive backs out there, and that's fine. But what Chicago does is come in undercover, and if he's hooked up on a linebacker or whatever, which he is, he gets away from him.
Hogan's a middle linebacker.
Am I reading this correctly? I mean, did I just see him trying to cover Avery?
There's no way. Richard Hogan's or any other linebacker.
He's good. He's good, but come on.
First down, Chicago. Ball 37-yard line. Pump fake. Looking long.
That's a flag. We'll take it.
And no flag on the play.
Well, you heard the Memphis sideline there. They thought, here comes a flag. But it's
pass incomplete intended for number 83, Aaron Bailey.
You can't go over a guy to get to the ball.
John Williams, the defender on the play. Aaron Bailey, the intended receiver.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah. Second down. Memphis trying to put they got 5 men on the line of scrimmage now. Memphis may be blitzing here. Movement on the line. Memphis may be in the zone. Deshaun Johnson, the ball carrier, has nowhere to go. But I think Memphis was all sides there, Dick.
Shante, you think so? 78. I think he jumped a little bit early.
What's the call?
Second down. It was second down and 10. So Chicago obviously should take the penalty. Replay second down.
5-yard penalty. Repeat. Second down.
I don't know, second down. I don't know if he thought they were going to be passing or whatever, but he took an outside charge and he got off a little bit too early there.
Shante was anticipating.
He's got to try to contain this guy.
John Avery back in the ball game, replacing LaShawn Johnson. Avery, number 20, out of Ole Miss. Well played ball game tonight. Only 3 penalties. Knock on wood. Chicago showing blitz.
Option.
Avery gets the pitch. Avery at the 20. Avery at the 10. Avery fumble on the play, and I think Memphis got it. DJ Cooper, I think the man that's recovered the ball for Memphis. Avery made a hell of a run. Stripped from behind.
That's too bad because that was a great play. That was an option play, JR. I mean, McDougal was running like an option.
Pass 56.
Tossed it out.
Check flat.
Yeah, unfortunately, after a great run, he fumbles.
Here's another look at it in real time. John Avery gets the option pitch.
See what I mean? Jump. He gets it ripped out.
Avery strips of the ball from behind. And Memphis now the football for their own 8-yard line. First and 10, Maniacs.
Mike's 50.
Who trail by 2.
240.
Play action. Druckenmiller finds Mark Thomas.
Hey, maybe Memphis got a little change of luck here.
Not a bad read by Joe Druckenmiller on the intermediate pass.
Corey Sawyer, you guys needed that huge play. Talk about the turnaround. What did you guys discuss at halftime?
Well, we just got to come out as a defense and make plays. You know, we haven't done it. We didn't do it last week, and we didn't do it this week. So it was a good play that one of my linebackers made, and I just recovered the fumble.
Druckenmiller back to live action, looking to throw. Has a man. Charles Jordan up to the 32-yard line. That'll be a first and 10. Jason Bray out of Auburn makes the tackle for Memphis. Memphis has yet to score offensively this season in the second half. I find that hard to believe.
I do too. I mean, and like Kippy said, they move the ball well. It's just that they just don't convert.
Bo Morgan is the running back. 5'9", 200-pounder out of Air Force. He was a wishbone quarterback at Air Force. And Morgan gets a carry. And Morgan lunging forward. Morgan replacing Rashawn Salam and Raphael Cooper, both injured tonight. Jamie Baisley on the tackle, along with Aaron Humphries. Talk about the scoring woes of Memphis. They've got 3 field goals in the second half this year.
Yeah, look at that, 59 points, first half, second, proof.
Well, Druckenmiller wants to change that tonight. He's going to do it with an emergency tailback, for the lack of a better term, in Bo Morgan.
Blue 80.
Druckenmiller looking to throw. Has some time. Pass complete to the tight end. Mark Thomas, 6'4", 250-pounder out of North Carolina State, having a nice ball game at his tight end position. Ivy and Bray make the tackle.
Yeah, that's a nice catch, but look at the touch that Druckenmiller has on this ball. Over 2 Chicago defenders. Mark comes up with a nice catch. First down.
Bend but don't break has been the credo of the Chicago defense this year. They're trying to protect a 2-point lead. Play action to Morgan. The deep ball by Druckenmiller. And pass is incomplete. Fans here in Memphis wanted interference. Jason Bray on the coverage. Pass intended for Charles Jordan, the fastest man on the field.
All right, see the offensive player? The defensive player, as long as he's looking for the ball, that's not pass interference. And I understand, because Memphis has really had some shaky calls that might have cost them a game or two.
Second down for the Maniacs. Jim Druckenmiller, the big quarterback. Pressure on Druckenmiller, and down he goes. Mays shooting the gap there. Mays with a sack. The big linebacker, 6'3", 249 out of North Carolina. Makes the play, Dick.
Yeah, you see the back. He should have made that block. He missed it. You couldn't really see it there, but that's his responsibility. Little Bo Morgan. You can't blame him. He's just thrown into the fray right here.
New York with 6 DBs in the game, or Chicago, I should say. Memphis, Druckenmiller looking to throw. Druckenmiller's going to run and brought down from behind. Jim Druckenmiller brought down by number 96. That's Sterling Palmer.
What's this? Wow, what's going on here? It's
fourth and 9 for Memphis, and Jeff Hall.
Takeoff.
Plays kicker and the punter.
Takeoff, then the over, then mark.
Number 24, Corey Ivy, deep to receive the ball. It will certainly travel 25 yards. Great kick. And ball goes untouched into the end zone. It'll be a touchback, but we have a flag on the play. As we said earlier, not too many penalties tonight.
No.
Only 4.
Ineligible downfield, number 50 of the kicking team. The 5-yard penalty will be tacked on to the end of the run. First down.
So Chicago gets the football back, leading by 2. We are back live in Memphis. Jim Ross alongside number 51, Dick Butkus. Chicago leading 17-15. 5:12 to go in the third quarter. Enforcer ball on the 25-yard line after the penalty. Humphreys was illegally downfield. He can't leave on a punting play in the XFL until the ball has been kicked. McDougal to John Avery. And Avery nailed by number 97, Antonio Anderson.
Did I meet you before? Did I meet you at Ole Miss?
Then I meet you at Ole Miss.
Cornell Menifee, number 40, played at Mississippi State. Of course, John Avery played at Ole Miss.
Yeah, a lot of players at Memphis are from this area.
Ole Miss and Mississippi State, the great rivalry down in the South.
Green 88. Green 88.
Second down to 7. Motion by Chicago. McDougal, pump fake, looking deep. Got a man and overthrew Junior Lord, who thought he was held up around the 40-yard line, but that was not to be. Corey Sawyer, speedy quarterback out of Florida State on the coverage. But Junior Lord, he was there.
Well, you know, it's... Here we go. Yeah, you know, it was a stop and go, you know, and right away everybody's going to jump on the officials. Well, that replay there is, you see it afterwards. But
Ron Meyer certainly thought it was holding. Of course, he may be a little biased. There's no bump and run now. No harassing the receivers after 5 yards. McDougal, short throw. Out to Leverson, incomplete.
You see that little Avery throw block in there?
Avery's tough.
He's a tough little nut.
Avery tougher than a $3 steak. Tougher than math down in Oklahoma.
I mean,
I like math. That took us several years where I got through it. Damian Dotson back deep to receive from Memphis, number 81, activated yesterday. Been on a practice squad all season, making $1,000 a week.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're going to get the ball in pretty good field position here. This 3 and out, Chicago's got to do better than that.
Crossan kicking the ball, left-footed. Line drive kick, ball bounces, you got to get on it. Ooh, what a hit! Oh, what a slobber knocker that was!
Yeah.
Jamie Baisley just almost beheaded Damian Dotson.
Now, see, that's what we were hoping with the no fair catch rule. Here the ball comes and it hits the ground, which means it's free. I believe it went past 25 yards. Now it's boom, free game, man.
Man, that Chicago kid is tough. And right now, Chicago leads Memphis by 2. We are back live in Memphis. Great hit by that young man from Chicago, Jamie Baisley.
Yep.
And he's had a heck of a ball game here.
Yep.
Jim Druckenmiller, 16 of 25 tonight, passing the ball for Memphis. And
didn't we say something about penalties now?
I think we jinxed ourselves, Dick.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 69, offense.
Ike Davis just got in town.
5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Number 69 was moving a little prematurely there. And as we said, Druckenmiller's had a nice night throwing the ball, Dick.
You know what this means here? See the deep passes, 1 for 1 on the left, 4 for 6 for 55 yards down the middle, 5 for 6 on the right. It's the same MO. You know, if you do something well, just keep going with it until they stop you. There's another one.
And Druckenmiller, Corey Ivy separated Charles Jordan from the football, but Druckenmiller put the ball right on the money.
You know, you would think, well, oh, geez, he can't throw it, in the 10 to 15 yard range. Well, if he completes the long ones, he doesn't have to.
Exactly.
And what that is doing is making up for the yardage that you'd be handing off to Salam, who's in the locker room with probably an ice bag on
46
his shoulder.
for the defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So Chicago with the holding penalty.
Yeah, you can't. You got to, Memphis is on what? The 35.5 yard line now. You can't let them get a drive going here. Shut them down.
Yep.
Memphis football, 1st and 10. 2:30 in the third quarter. Druckenmiller to throw. And good coverage there. Let's listen to Druckenmiller here.
Come on. Come on. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Maniax.
Well, he was whispering.
56 something on 1.
Look and swap. Look and swap 50.
There's Druckenmiller again with time. Beautiful catch. Beautiful catch by Jordan at the Chicago 45-yard line.
Jamie trying to claim to hit the ground, but no dice. Jamie. That was a good catch.
Corey Ivy, the defender. Ivy giving Jordan a lot of room there, Dick.
Well, he's got speed, JR. You got to, the old stop and go, and this guy can throw it country mile. I mean, I thought I'd throw that in there.
That's for my benefit, right? The country boy stuff. Another pass complete.
Now, have they gone away from the run, or have they gone away from it?
Binks and Coleman on the defending on the play. Well, Memphis has lost their top 2 running backs, Rashawn Salam and Raphael Cooper. They got a backup wide receiver, Bo Morgan, who played quarterback in the Wishbone, and Air Force playing tailback. Morgan, number 32, a heck of a little athlete, but not what Kippy Brown would have envisioned going in this game. There's Morgan there for a little or no gain, and Mays on the tackle. Morgan, a 5'9", 204-pounder, stepping in for the injured Salam and Cooper. Osama Mays from North Carolina. Big offensive line for Memphis. They were controlling the game early. Chicago's made some adjustments.
Come on.
Druckenmiller in the shotgun. Got time. Found his man. Pass complete to Darryl Hobbs. Out of Pacific, Corey Ivy. Again on the tackle down to the 17-yard line of Chicago. Memphis 1st and 10.
Well, you see Mays, he just didn't drop back far enough to get in between the receiver and Druckenmiller.
Folks, this is going to bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play here in the Liberty Bowl. Chicago leads by 2, but the Memphis Maniacs have the football and are driving. Pass is complete to Darryl Hobbs. Corey Ivy on the tackle. The Memphis running game has almost dissolved with the Salam and Cooper leaving the ball game. And Druckenmiller, 19 of 29, 309 yards. And still Memphis, no touchdowns in the second half this season.
That's their deal. This is all great. We can read all the stats you want, but boys, you got to get it across the goal line.
High formation, Bo Morgan, the tailback. Jim Kitts, the big fullback, and Morgan. Ooh, good play fake. Druckenmiller, the 6'4", 236-pounder, rumbling down to the 6-yard line. Nice play fake by Druckenmiller.
I think he did that on his own.
Wesley Coleman in the tackle.
Bo Morgan there was looking at him like, did I screw up or what? He just said no. Jim probably took it on his own. Good fake.
Druckenmiller's not the speediest guy I've seen.
No.
He's nothing like as athletic as McDougal is for Chicago. I think Druckenmiller's 40 is kept on a clock or a sundial.
Minute clock.
Or maybe a calendar. And Druckenmiller calls timeout before the play clock expires. Well, 13-19 to go in the football game. And Memphis has called timeout. And the moon is out in Memphis. Now listen, there are many kings in Memphis.
Yeah, that's
including that guy. Nice hair.
I got it.
Memphis is trying to score their first touchdown in the second half this season. 1st and goal. Ball is on the 6-yard line of Chicago. Druckenmiller throwing the ball. Inside.
Nice catch.
Touchdown. Mark Thomas, the tight end. The first touchdown scored in the second half this year by the Memphis Maniax. And Memphis retakes the lead, 21-17.
Well, they got to feel good. You know, that's Drunk's 4th touchdown pass. Lays it in there. Nice little touch to it. Nice catch.
Druckenmiller, 21 of 31, 321 yards, and 2 touchdowns here tonight. As Memphis will now attempt the extra point from the 2-yard line. Quick pitch to Bo Morgan. Cutting upfield. Got close to the goal line. He's in.
They're going to give it to him.
And a penalty flag thrown after the play has been blown dead. But Bo Morgan, the former quarterback in Air Force Wishbone offense, takes the pitch. It's 22-17, Memphis.
Yeah,
personal foul, number 55. After the score is successful. The 15-yard penalty will be administered on the kickoff.
Well, that is Mays. He got flagged.
He's not about something.
And that's going to certainly
Gotta get it back now.
not do Chicago any favors as far as the field position is concerned. Listen to this hit.
Oh, hell no.
A lot of effort on the little guy's part. Bo Morgan, 5'9", 204.
I think Mays just was kind of hot that he thought, well, maybe ball didn't cross the goal line, but it did, and got tagged with a penalty. And isn't this something? You lose your top 2 running backs, and yet now they score the first time in a long time here. Take the lead. Speaking of Memphis, of course.
That's the man that scored a touchdown.
Well, Jim, you guys picked a heck of a time to score your first second-half touchdown of the year.
We're just beginning, guys.
It looks like you've completely abandoned the running game. Is that the case with your 2 starting running backs out?
They got to ask Kippy. Whatever they ask, that's what we're going to do. Just execute.
All right, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Druckenmiller's also got a nice set of sideburns.
Yeah. Pork chops, what do they call them?
Pork chop. I could have a pork chop right now. I like
They got good pork down here.
Oh, yeah, that's the other white meat,
Yeah. But anyway.
We'll have that later, Dick.
Okay.
So Memphis will kick off from the 45-yard line.
Seems like forever since Chicago had the ball, right?
Exactly. Corey Ivy back deep to receive. Chicago trailing 22-17.
Uh-oh, now what?
Come on, Bell!
Cooking up something.
Little Easter rock.
Oh, be alert for a power squib and an onside. Be alert for it.
Listen, they can't catch the football.
Didn't they have power squibs when you played for the Bears?
Power squib?
That's what he called it, a power squib. Folks, we encourage you to tune in tomorrow to catch more XFL action at 4 Eastern on TNN. It will be the Hitmen traveling to San Francisco to play the Demons in the Hellhole. And then at 7 Eastern on UPN, it's a battle of 2 of the best quarterbacks in the XFL. It's Tommy Maddox and the LA Extreme visit Casey Weldon in the Birmingham Bolts. More XFL football tomorrow you can check out. Dick, what's the story here? They call a timeout.
I couldn't believe it. Why? Maybe they're
Well, the coach thinks there may be an onside afloat.
Well, what? Well, maybe this. I don't know. Maybe they're.
Well, it's a deep kick down to the 5-yard line. Corey Ivy at the 5 and upended by number 21.
Johnny Williams, he's all over. He's a good back, good defensive back. I don't know why they would call timeout. Well, did he call timeout?
It was a timeout, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Williams on the tackle on that play. Strange timeout.
Well, that gives Memphis 1 timeout left, I believe, and Chicago has their 3 left. Oh, that was weird.
Chicago needs to get something going here offensively. A long drive would help the Chicago morale, to say the least. Play fake to Avery. Long pass.
He's got him.
Roberson, number 2. What a throw by McDougal, who aired it out. Corey Sawyer,
What the heck are they looking for?
Rico Clark and Corey Swager. I mean,
ball down to the 20.
Look at it, right between them.
28-yard line of Memphis. Whoa, what a throw to Leverson. Right on the money by McDougal. And the kid from Notre Dame's got a nice arm.
He does, and if you give him time, and where's Carver at?
Greg Wheelahan traded to Chicago this week.
There's that option.
There's a little option to Avery. Ooh, what a hit there. Richard Hogan's number 54.
There's something happening in the back, and McDougal is down.
Take a look and listen to this play. McDougal took an elbow. I'd like to see that again.
Yeah,
McDougal took an elbow, it looked like, as a player was running by him. I don't know if we got that again, but if we do, it's worth taking another look at.
It didn't seem like it was a hard hit.
That was a strange play.
You know, he ran the option, dumped it off, and I thought that's where he got hit, was laid out. But he actually turned around, and then I didn't catch the number, but as the guy was going by, he gave him a little elbow.
Nick, would that be a finable offense, or is that just hard-nosed football?
Well, I got to look at it again. I mean, if he deliberately threw an elbow, I mean, if it was toward the head, then I'd say, well, we're going to have to check this out.
Take a look at it. Look at it.
We can see it again here. See, he gets rid of it now. Menifee comes along and just, no, I don't think that's not finable.
No.
He gave it like a shove. Now, what may have happened, maybe that injury sustained when Carver hit him at the beginning. And then he just turned around and he went down, but
right underneath the sternum. That's why it was late. Frankly, I don't know if I should even eject him. I won't because I don't have a number. But he knocked him down. He punched him in the stomach.
Yes.
He didn't get touched, man.
It was kind of a shove into the stomach.
I certainly didn't think it was a late hit. Was it unnecessary roughness, perhaps, in the official judgment?
It wasn't necessary. I mean, he just gave him a shot as he ran by, but
I'm sure you never did that, did you, in your career? Ever just give a guy a shot for the hell of it? Jim Lester, the original starter at the beginning of the season for Chicago, is the emerging quarterback. Young math teacher from Wheaton, Illinois, but Paul Paglia will be the quarterback now.
I don't know what's hurt on him. I mean, I can't tell if it's a shot in the, like Menifee when he ran by, he just gave a little shot, but we're looking at that slow motion. Let's give the referee or the official who called it the benefit of the doubt. I mean, things happen that fast, and he thought he saw it that way, so that's it.
Hold it, Frankie. What if he blocks? He can block quarterback.
He blocks.
Kippy's pleas are falling on deaf ears.
You guys are something now.
Here's a little different look at it.
You guys are something.
I don't know. There's a shot there. We've got the live action here.
I wouldn't find him for that. I think he might have been trying to do something, but he missed him. And he made it look kind of, nonchalant. I think he might have been injured when Carver hit him.
Carver made another tackle there on John Avery.
All they got to do is forget about it and start moving the ball.
Yeah, it's irrelevant now. 2nd down and 7. Ball on the 25-yard line of Memphis. Chicago with Paul Paglia. Played 3 years at Notre Dame. The quarterback keeper on the rollout, and Shante Carver chasing Paul Paglia out of bounds. And McDougal coming back in the ball game, number 15, back in the quarterback the Chicago team.
Yeah, it's the way, looking over it a couple of times, he might have tweaked something here or there, and you sit at home and say, well, wait a minute, he didn't get hit, but a couple times I got hurt, nobody hit me, man. One time I was just reaching out for something and I pulled a rib, so you never know. But fortunately for Chicago, he's back there and he sounds like he's in command.
And knowing you didn't miss a play. 3rd down and 9. Ball on the 26-yard line. Kevin McDougal back to throw. He has time. Pass that up in the air and almost intercepted. McDougal got the ball knocked back in his face. Tyrone Bell on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Or 4th down play.
Yeah, they're going to go for 3, it looks like. See.
Guys, real quick, a quick update on Kevin McDougal. Just had the wind knocked out of him. He'll be fine. He'll finish the game.
Good.
That's all it was. And so Andy Cross on the kickers on the field.
All right.
And
Get things ready.
Little indecision, Dick,
right.
on Chicago's part.
You know, they've had so many problems with their offensive line injuries and so forth.
That penalty is declined. Fourth down. Fourth down.
Illegal formation called on Chicago.
54. 50.
That's the Upbacks reporting. 50.
A 43-yard field goal attempt by Andy Crossland. 6'3", 220-pounder. Kicks left-footed.
They got Christopher Perez centering. If anything happens to Perez, I don't know who they got as a backup center because they're really thin. There it is. It's up.
Line drive kick is no good. Ball had enough distance, but it was wide to the right. And Memphis holds. When we come back, Memphis football leading by 5. They should have done it.
The XFL on NBC is brought to you by cold-filtered Miller Genuine Draft. Never miss a genuine opportunity. By Burger King. In the land of burgers, Whopper is king. By the motor oil that provides maximum protection. Castrol GTX. Drive hard. And by Right Guard Extreme Sport. Get extreme. Get Right Guard.
We are back live in the Liberty Bowl in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm Jim Ross. Privileged to sit alongside number 51, Dick Butkus. Here on the 50-yard line. Memphis leading Chicago 22-17. Just under 10 minutes to play the ball game. Big Jim Druckenmiller, the quarterback. Play action by Druckenmiller. Looking deep. Got a man. Pass is complete to Charles Jordan, who beat Jason Gray in single coverage on the play. A big play from the big arm of Jim Druckenmiller.
I'm just sitting here trying to figure 57-yard pass or something in the air. Here's Jordan again. Got the big speed, all right? So he just flat out outruns Gray. Jumps up, makes sure that keep from getting it intercepted.
Nice 50.
Makes a nice completion.
All down to the 18-yard line. First and 10 for Memphis. Handoff to Bo Morgan. And the little tailback weaves his way for about a 3 or 4 yard gain. Larry Fitzpatrick out of Illinois State makes the tackle along with J.B. Baisley.
What you doing, man? Go left. Here we go now. Let's go. Slide left. Lead draw left. Come on, man. Great. Come on, finish it off, fellas.
One of your favorite plays as a middle linebacker.
Nice 50.
The lead draw.
Yep. Here we go.
Let's see if these linebackers react.
40.
He found 32. Morgan, ball carry. Up near the first down marker, maybe a yard or two short.
They made a nice play on that because it's tough. That was like a quick draw. And we got a Memphis Maniac on the guy. That's Bernard Williams, I believe.
Big Bernard Williams, 6'9", 250. 250. Looks like a basketball player.
Indeed.
Former #1 draft pick.
But I was saying, with Baisley playing that against that draw, it's really a quick decision you got to make when you got a big old lineman coming at you. You got to make a move one way or the other, and he made the right move, made a nice little stop there.
Got a good ball game here and a good ball game down in Orlando as well.
What's going on there?
Orlando leading Las Vegas now, 21-15 in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
2:54 to go in the fourth quarter. Orlando with Jeff Braun, the pass to Kevin Swain.
Okay, let's
for
go.
the go-ahead TD.
Dolphin left, flipper left, zip. Flipper left, zip, gone.
Well, folks, while we have a break in the action, we're going to take a very quick timeout. Can Chicago hold Memphis? We are back live in the Liberty Bowl in Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis leading 22-17. It's suck up your guts time for the Chicago defense.
Big third down.
Yeah, big third down play. Dick Butkus ball on the 11-yard line. Third down and 3. There has been no running game for Memphis here in the second half. It's been all Jim Druckenmiller. Back in the shotgun. Druckenmiller throw to the end zone. The ball is intercepted.
Ooh, boy.
Ball is intercepted by Corey Ivy. Number 24, the DB out of Oklahoma, makes the interception in the end zone. That's the second turnover in the end zone tonight for the Memphis Maniacs.
Just
and
throw it
against
away,
Chicago,
Jim.
another opportunity.
That's the fourth interception of the year for Druck. See, he kind of lost it up there. I really didn't see where he thought it was. I don't know. Good job by Chicago. Man, they're playing it close to the vest here.
Kevin McDougal back in at quarterback. John Avery, the running back for Chicago. 7:45 to go in the ball game. Chicago down by 5. McDougal back to throw. McDougal looking deep.
The count.
And it's Avery. Again, that linebacker cannot. Patrick Sapp trying to cover John Avery, and that just ain't going to happen.
Well, this time it was Sapp trying to cover. I don't know how they're doing that. I mean, that's asking a lot. I don't care. I mean, Avery can move and scoot like that, and Sapp might be able to run, but I mean, come on. Guy's 6'4", 258. He's not going to keep up with a little jitterbug like Avery.
I tell you what, until somebody figures out a way to stop Avery, he's going to get the football in this drive. Running or throwing, you gotta put it in number 20's hands.
Block 19.
Motion by Fred Coleman. McDougal, 3-step draw for a completed pass. Good hit by Corey Sawyer.
Corey Ivory, you very well may have saved the game for your team. Explain the last interception.
Well, he just ran a simple wheel route, and I just was underneath and got busy on the ball and just made the good play.
What did you guys talk about at halftime? I know in the second half they've been throwing deep on you. What adjustments have you made?
Just coming out, playing physical, keep everything in front of us. Just score on offense, get the offense opportunity to score.
First down, Chicago enforcers. Ball at the 44-yard line in Memphis. John Avery gets a handoff. Avery running into the umpire. Oh, Avery had some room there. He ran right into the umpire.
He's laughing about it.
Rico Clark on the tackle. Here's another look at Avery. Man, he is so excited.
The umpire. That's the umpire, and he, come on, give him a break.
Umpire's going to let her this year. Go to the banquet, get a jacket.
He threw. I thought I saw him throw a little forearm there.
Fans, don't forget, Chicago returns home to Soldier Field on Sunday, March 18th, hosting the San Francisco Demons. Tickets still available at all Ticketmaster outlets throughout the Chicagoland area. Pass complete. McDougal to Aaron Bailey. Corey Sawyer on the coverage.
That's going to be a good game.
As we mentioned, Chicago returning home to play the San Francisco Demons, who have a hell of a football team, quite frankly.
I tell you what, I've seen them about 2 or 3 times, and they got, I think, 2 of the best quarterbacks, Pawlowski and Barnes. And Barnes last week had a great game, so the ticket's still available. It's a great team to see.
Encourage the fans in Chicago, get out and support the enforcers. McDougal back to throw. He's got it. Pass intended for Aaron Bailey. They're picking on Corey Sawyer. And Sawyer came up big on that one, but that was not a bad throw.
No, it was a good throw.
By McDougal.
That was a good throw. Fortunately for Memphis, the safety got over there, played it right.
Chicago does not need to consider a field goal here. Chicago down by 5 with 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Ball on the 29-yard line of the Memphis Maniax. We are live in the Liberty Bowl with Chicago down by 5. Kevin McDougal, the quarterback. McDougal looking deep over the middle. Had a man, Leverson, for a moment, but it was Rico Clark who reached in at the last moment to break up the pass play.
Good non-call back there.
Leverson, a 3-year starter at Minnesota, the intended receiver for that man, Kevin McDougal, who's making only his second start for Chicago this year.
There's 4 and about 20 seconds left, JR, but I think this is the big play right here.
Huge play. 3rd down, 10 to go for Chicago.
There's that option.
The option to Avery, trying to get outside, but ran out of bounds by Paris Lennon. And now is decision time for Coach Ron Meyer. I don't think there is any decision. You go for it.
Oh yeah, I'm just wondering if they just thought, well, let's what it was 3rd and 8 or 9 or 10. Let's get half of it, and we'll pick it up on 4th down.
Interesting stat here: Chicago on 4th downs for the season, 5 of 7.
Well, I wonder how much that is Avery. You know what I mean? He's tough.
Will John Avery get the football here? That's the question. Kevin McDougal on a 4th down play, 5 yards to go. This could be the ball game for Chicago. There's motion. Pass complete and a 1st down to Aaron Bailey. McDougal, cool, calm, and collected. John Williams on the tackle. Ball now on the 16-yard line of Memphis and Chicago with less than 3.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Chicago down in the red zone with the ball on the 16.
I don't want to jinx anybody, but, we haven't talked about the offensive line of the Enforcers. I mean, they've been doing a fairly good job.
Turner, Anderson, Murphy, LaBelle, and Ramirez. Avery, the long running back. Willie Tate in motion, the tight end. Aaron Bailey catching the ball inside the 10-yard line, down to the 7. John Williams again on the tackle. 2:45 to go in this football game on a beautiful night in Memphis. Chicago looking to win their first ball game this year on the road.
That interception by Druckenmiller, that's going to, obviously be costly, because if they just would have settled for a field goal there, they'd have them by 8, right?
Exactly.
Now it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd down 1. LaShawn Johnson running.
Look out, he's in there.
Touchdown, Chicago. LaShawn Johnson running on the right side.
Who's personnel? John Ball.
LaShawn Johnson with a touchdown, and Chicago now leading 23-22.
Let's go.
Now, I'm going to go try for the try here, and it'll probably take it down to the 2-minute mark. Take your old time, Chicago.
Chicago will try the extra point from the 2-yard line, but it will be after the 2-minute warning.
Wow.
So Kevin McDougal, after the 2-minute warning, will have the opportunity for the point after touchdown here. Chicago leading by 1 with 2 minutes to go in the ball game.
Is that LaShawn's 4th touchdown?
Yeah, I want to run the ball.
Okay. Yeah, that's the 2nd one today.
Let's run it. Jumbo left 17.
17 they're going to run.
They got the big backfield. Chicago's got the big backfield in LaShawn Johnson and Charles Wiley. Wiley, number 34, the fullback. 6'1", 225 out of Georgia Tech.
17 first down. Ready?
Yep. Well, Chicago wins here tonight. They're taking it out on the Western Conference, and they got San Francisco coming in next week.
Exactly. Johnson up the middle, near the goal line. Ball comes loose. Trey Thomas made the tackle. The point after touchdown is no good, but Chicago will lead by 1.
And that's all they need to win the game, right?
Exactly. Memphis was favored by 6 coming into this ball game.
I want 29 and 24 at the corners all the way. Right. All right.
All right, kickoff coverage.
Kickoff coverage. Let's go.
Certainly want to welcome all the fans that are watching Las Vegas and Orlando. I'm Jim Ross, alongside the legendary Dick Butkus. We are in Memphis, Tennessee.
We win the game. Get the ball out, and we win the game. Get the ball. 1, 2, 3, go.
Memphis is trailing by 1. Chicago just scored on a LaShawn Johnson run, as you will see here.
Right here. Look at it, spinning and turning, and came in there. What's he doing? Oh, I didn't see that.
That's not a Dick Butkus move there.
No.
Sean Johnson scoring the touchdown. Chicago looking to win their first game on the road this season, leading by 1. Chicago still has an opportunity. An outside chance, but an opportunity to still compete in the playoffs.
But mind, I don't snake bite Chicago with the things. I mean, they are, if they win this, they're in the playoffs, okay? Let me take the heat.
All right, that's a number 51, folks. Whatever he says, I'm for.
All right.
Kevin Cobb and Damon Dotson back deep to receive. Andy Croston's kickoff. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Memphis will get the ball back, trailing by 1. Kick taken at the 6-yard line. Memphis has had 2 turnovers tonight in the end zone. And this team, Memphis, has yet to win at home. Here was a costly turnover in the red zone, Dick.
Yeah, well, Cooper fumbled there on a run, and then Druckenmiller here, I don't know, I guess he thought he was going to just loft it in there, but it was intercepted, and that could have well cost them the game here.
Druckenmiller, 22 of 33 passes tonight, 370 yards. Big Jim Druckenmiller has lost both his starting running backs tonight. Druckenmiller in a shotgun, looking to throw. The big man's going to run, and Druckenmiller up to the 30-yard line, tackled by Larry Fitzpatrick.
66! Deep base right, 66!
Fitzpatrick
66!
chasing Druckenmiller down from behind. Memphis ball, 2nd down, 4. Druckenmiller, the quick out, finds Bo Morgan, number 32. Morgan, with a 5'9" running back, started this game as a backup wide receiver. Remember, fans, he played wishbone quarterback at Air Force. It's little number 32.
Well, here we go with the Chicago, prevent defense. So Druckenmiller's just going to pepper it down, but...
Mike's 50, Mike's 50!
Minute 30 to go in this football game. Memphis ball, 1st and 10. Memphis down by 1. Druckenmiller back to throw, looking deep.
Too deep.
And pass intended for Darrell Hobbs. Jason Gray on the coverage.
Here we go. Slide here. And don't be afraid to take your check down. All right, Dolphin left.
XFL's leading rusher, Rashawn Salam, with a shoulder injury in the first half. His backup, Raphael Cooper, tore his knee up. He's out for the season. That's why number 32, Bo Morgan, has moved over from backup wide receiver to running back. Memphis with 1 timeout remaining.
Here they come.
Druckenmiller's got some room. Up to the 40-yard line is Druckenmiller. Jamie Baisley on the tackle. But the clock is running.
Somebody's out.
Clock stops with an injury. A Chicago enforcer down on the field. Can't get the number. That's Chicago. I think it's 96.
Well, if it's 96, it's Sterling Palmer, who just came to Chicago.
So Memphis
can't really read if it's a shoulder or what.
Big 3rd down play. Dick Butkus, 3rd down and 4 for Memphis, trailing by 1. 1:10 to go in the ball game.
Losing the Salam and everything else, I think Chicago's well aware.
Folks, our fans will be rejoining the Orlando-Las Vegas game, taking back down to Florida.
Yeah, I think it's just a shoulder.
Little stinger, looks like.
Yeah, it's the shoulder.
Shoulder injury, and the Palmer off the field, but a huge 3rd down here for the Memphis Maniax.
Back it up.
1:10 to go in the football game.
Back it up.
3rd and 4.
Yeah, I got you.
That bend but don't break Chicago defense be tested here. Druckenmiller has had a lot of time to throw behind that big offensive line. Orlando remaining undefeated, beating Las Vegas tonight 27-15.
All right.
Ball on the 40-yard line in Memphis. 3rd down and 4. Chicago rushing 4. Druckenmiller.
Oh, what was he thinking?
Going to Daryl Hobbs, and not a great throw by Druckenmiller, who was being pressured, and now a 4th down play. So the football game for Memphis, Dick Butkus, rides on this 4th down play, 4th and 4 for the Maniacs. The ball is on their own 40-yard line.
I tell you, both of these teams,
Mike's 46.
The 4th down, they're not too swift on 4th down.
Druckenmiller in the shotgun, has time, completes the pass to the 50-yard line.
That's his boy, Jordan.
Charles Jordan with another reception. Jordan's caught 9 balls tonight. For 10 catches, 241 yards for number 88. Clock running, 1st down. Pass complete to Bo Morgan out in the flat.
Read right.
Well, here we go with the hurry up. Let's go.
There's got to be a sense of urgency from Memphis. Chicago in the prevent defense. Druckenmiller back to throw. Druckenmiller avoids the rush. Druckenmiller's got some room down the sideline. The quarterback lowered his head, and Druckenmiller refused to run out of bounds.
Oh, man.
6'4", 236, lowered his head, and Druckenmiller makes something happen, but only 26 seconds to go in the ball game.
Well, I think he's laying it on the line because of that interception he threw. You know, I think he's, going to take the loss personally. So now he's really going after it.
1st and 10, Memphis Maniacs, the ball on the Chicago 26-yard line. Memphis trailing by 1.
Don't get him, Hobbs.
Mike's 50. Make him slide. Sit. No 80.
Druckenmiller in the shotgun. Looking to throw. Looking for the end zone. Looking for the end zone. A touchdown. A touchdown to Daryl Hobbs. Daryl Hobbs beat Corey Ivy.
Unbelievable.
Ivy intercepted the pass earlier.
Yeah.
That looked like it won the game for Chicago.
And the thing about it, JR, it looked like he had good position, but
a perfectly thrown ball by Jim Druckenmiller. Druckenmiller, 26 of 39, 414 yards.
Unbelievable.
Memphis leading by 5. And the extra point attempt with 20 seconds to go in the ball game.
It'd be nice to have it. A little insurance.
Druckenmiller with a fade. Complete. Again to number 80, Daryl Hobbs. Druckenmiller red hot on that drive.
Unbelievable.
And who would have thunk it? Chicago had a 1-point lead. Ball game here. Jim Ross and Dick Butkus back in Memphis. The Maniacs up 29-23, 20 seconds to go in the ball game.
Hey, how about this total yardage by Memphis, JR? 513 yards.
And Druckenmiller has 414 through the air. Jeff Hall to kick off.
Wow.
For Memphis. A low line drive kick bouncing. Taken by the big offensive lineman.
Well, Daryl Hobbs, you guys haven't won a home game all year long. This one huge to pull you to 3-3.
You know, we just tried to come out and concentrate on little things and get Kiffy's first home victory and get ourselves our first home victory and try to keep the fans involved in what we're doing. Let them know we're still trying and fighting.
How important are all the fans to you? Great crowd here tonight.
We love it. Couldn't have done it without them. We need all the fan support we can get because we're making a push. You know, we're at the halfway point. We got to make a push right now. So that's what we're trying to do. We need all the fan support.
Every goal is special, but nothing like Soldier Field. And McDougal in the shotgun. Looking to go deep. McDougal throws down the middle. Oh, he had a man. Junior Lord almost caught it at the 30-yard line. Trey Thomas, the big safety out of Texas, made a play, but not a bad throw by Kevin McDougal.
I think it was it's a wobbly pass, but it just, you see how it curved a little bit? It was a little bit behind him, but just as well. He was well covered there.
Let's go. Same thing.
Oh, boy.
10 seconds to go in the ball game. it looked like Chicago had the victory in hand. Leading by one late in the fourth quarter. Over 20,000 fans here in Memphis chanting for the defense. Kevin McDougal gets
get out of bounds if he wants to have one more play. He's got to get
out of bounds at the 50 with 3 seconds to go. Marvin Thomas chasing Kevin McDougal out of bounds, Dick.
Well, isn't this weird, man? Memphis had a tough time, lost a couple close games, haven't won at home. Now they start the victory here. Chicago had it won, but just great drive. I think it was Druckenmiller. I mean, he was so upset about that interception that virtually cost him the game, and then with a minute or less than 2 minutes, drove down, threw a nice pass, and they're going to come out on top. It looks like if something doesn't happen right here with one play.
So one more shot.
Ron Meyer would love, as you heard, a pass interference penalty.
We don't need that emotion. Let's go together. All right.
I don't think Chicago's issues are that much offensive. I like McDougal. I think he's gonna end up being a hell of a quarterback for Chicago. They got John Avery. They got LaShawn Johnson. Offense doesn't seem to be the issue with Chicago.
Well, surprising enough, they're always complaining, and everybody in this league is that they don't have enough quality linemen. But I think McDougal had some good protection tonight against a pretty good defensive line and a guy named Shante Carver.
Exactly,
so they've done a good job. And again, it goes to the defense. This bend but don't break business. I don't know.
3 seconds to go in the ball game. Kevin McDougal has one more chance. Flag down. Chicago may have been offsides. McDougal throwing the ball deep. It's batted up. And pass incomplete. There's no time on the clock, but there's a penalty flag down. I think it might have been Chicago offsides. I think the motion man, Fred Coleman, may have been in the neutral zone.
I think so. I think you're right. He just got in there a little bit too much.
Formation on the offense. That penalty is automatically declined. That's the ball game.
Wow. That's the end.
So Chicago cannot win on the road, and the Maniacs come back late in the fourth quarter for a hard-fought 29-23 victory over the Chicago Enforcers.
Well, I think it was a gutsy 2 minutes with Jim Druckenmiller coming back.
Well, folks, next Saturday at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, it's the Birmingham Bolts at the Las Vegas Outlaws. And tomorrow at noon Eastern, 11 o'clock in Chicago, the Miami Heat take on the New York Knicks, the NBA on NBC. And don't forget tonight, stay tuned following the game for Chicago's NBC 5 News at 10. And then it's Saturday Night Live starring Conan O'Brien with musical guest Don Henley. Dick, it has been a pleasure sitting alongside you tonight here in the booth.
Well, good, buddy. I enjoyed working with you, and hope I didn't throw you off too much.
I enjoyed it. It's great to be with the legendary number 51. Don't give up on this Chicago team. Tonight, Memphis wins 29-23. For Dick Butkus, I'm Jim Ross saying good night, everybody.